Rain Access Solutions.
Hi guys, I'm Glenn of Access Solutions. Welcome to my vlog. Today I'm gonna be unboxing a new tool that has arrived from the Philippines, but I actually ordered it again from China, and this is what we call the iBoot cable, or the mechanic iBoot. So let's open it first. So it comes with these boxes. Let's throw this plastic away. The first box is the iBoot cable. It has some of the information at the back, especially the QR codes for visiting their websites or shops. Some of the descriptions also can be found at the back of the box. What the model of mobile phones this iBoot cable supports is also specified at the back. So let's open it. It has this mini pamphlet inside, and if we open it, it just shows the same like what was written at the box. You can find the compatible phones for these connectors. It is written in this one. It also shows Samsung models and Xiaomi series also. It means that these connectors or power cables are compatible with the models that are written on this one. It is also connected to, able to connect to iPhone 11 motherboard, and as they say, this is also compatible to 90% of the Android mobile phones out there in the market at the time of this recording. So let's see what's inside of this plastic. So we have these DC power cables, which are colored blue and yellow, which is just like the machine itself. So it has a USB connector at the end, and I counted it to be 6 in one group. So when you connect, basically when you connect this USB to the power source, then you can use the tip for powering up the motherboard for testing later on. So as you can see, this is MC4, and I think the MC stands for mechanic. So mechanic 4 can be compatible with lots of models out there. MC1, which means this certain type is compatible with a number of model out there. So the numbers are written as MC1 to MC3 and so on. So for this group, I have like 2, 4, 6. So I have 6 connector, which is ranging from MC1 to MC6. So there goes the first group. Now for the second group, let's see again. And this group too has a USB connector, standard one, and the other end has an alligator clip. which can be used for powering older versions of mobile phones like J2 and below. And also we have these connectors which are labeled as CN15, CN and so on, and MC14. You know, it appears that the body of this connector, the black one, the black film, also we have this micro USB. It appears that they're kind of soft and floppy, but as the website boasts, it says they are tough and they're not easy to tear. So you're guaranteed they are good quality connectors. So here's the third group, and it also has 6 strands in the group, and the connectors are labeled as the numbers are continued from the previous one up to this group. So now we have the MC8 and so on, MC7 as well. If you look at those black filament or whatever you call it, the shapes are kind of change. It's changing from group to group. This shape here is like conical. And if you look at this group here, it's a bit conical, but not as much as the previous group. And it says here VCC, HW. I wonder if this is for Huawei. So when I look at it, I can see a lot of different types of connector at the tip. So you can probably use this for a lot of mobile phone. I haven't tried it yet because this is the first time I bought this, and I usually have the alligator clip before for testing. This is labeled as HWP30, so it's probably for Huawei P30. So if you look at this, all of the cables that I've just showed to you are for Androids, but it says here there's supposed to be a cable for iPhone, but I cannot find it. And so far I only have this, and it doesn't show cables for iPhone group. What I'm doing now is I'm looking through all the cables one by one to see if it has the cable for iPhone 11 Pro Max and for the rest of the iPhone models, just like what it has advertised to me before I bought this item. And by far I didn't see any of that. As you can see here, there's an iPhone 11 connector here. Maybe it's on this box. It's in this box, so let's try and open it. Okay, looks like we've found what we're looking for. There's the main unit on the right, and it says on the left box a power boot cable and a power boot box. So I'm guessing the power boot box has the main unit, and this box that I'm holding at the moment is the one that has the iPhone cables. Well, look at that. So it also says it has 11 cables for iOS support. Let's open it. Okay, this pamphlet looks very similar to the previous one. So I'm guessing that the box for iPhone connectors and Android connectors both have this same pamphlet. Oh, look at this. Okay, so here's what we're looking for. We have a new group of cable which only has 4 strands, and voila, there it is. The iPhone XS and the XR connector. The 6S connectors, 6P and 6SP. The 7G and 7P connector. And this connector as well. Okay, so I think this one is for the iPhone 11. Let me see. Yes, this is it. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max DC power cable. Now let's open this box and look at the main unit. It says Global Master HTC. Okay, these are the website. I mean, this is the QR codes for looking at their website, and there are some instruction at the box that you can probably use later as the reference. Okay, so in this pamphlet you can find some of the parts being described. So I suggest you read this pamphlet first before you use the items, so you don't, make it faulty later. Okay, so this is the main unit, and it's pretty simple. It's made of plastic. There's a single button in front, and there is this extra pair of wires. I'm not pretty sure what this thing is at the moment, but this small port that I'm looking at is the pointer current meter port according to the label. So be careful with plugging these connectors because the color is not the standard red. For the positive cable it's yellow, and for the black cable is the negative. So the screen is nice, it's large, and I'm expecting it to show some of the details that we will be needing later on. Now I'm going to connect this to the KC 1505 TD power supply. Let's pipe down the power voltage down to 4.9. As you can see, it's still off. Connect the yellow connector to the red positive output and the black to the negative output. Now you'll see that it's on and it's showing the voltage, output voltage, to be 4.29 at 0 amperes. Now if you adjust the voltage higher or lower, it will not affect it as long as the voltage are from 4 volts up to 28 volts. But if you go below the 4 volts, this thing will not work anymore. One thing I didn't like about this is that the power output is fixed to 4. As you can see here, it's like off already when I change the voltage down to, below 4 volts. So it has to be 4 volts enough. If you put it under 3, now it will not work anymore. So one thing I really didn't like about this is that the power is controlled to 4 point something. So even if you ramp up the voltage higher, it stays below 5 volts. So that won't damage your phone. But when I want to do some testing, so I can see which one is heating up, so I can use my what do you call this, the camera, the infrared thermal camera, then I won't be able to use it as much. But I can actually, although I cannot control the power and I cannot apply voltage below 2 volts. Okay, so we're gonna test this product to my Longway K305D. Well, as you can see, it's still working also if I set the voltage to 5 volts. Even if I ramp it up again, as long as I don't reach the 30 volt, this power cable or DC cable will be fine and working. I would rather not try an attempt to put it under 30 volts. Over 28 volts. Okay guys, this is the iBoot mechanic iBoot power cable. All in all, I have more than 26 types of connectors in this one. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this video useful. Please subscribe if you do find it useful, and have a nice day everyone.